All right, let's talk about the AI monkey. It's this powerful new kind of AI that can actually do things on its own. But, and this is a big but, it can also be incredibly chaotic. So today, we're going to dive into the framework that's finally taming that monkey.
Think way beyond just asking an AI for a quick fact. What if you could tell it to plan your entire family vacation, or fully onboard a new hire, or even research and manage a whole investment strategy for you? This is the real promise here. AI that doesn't just give you answers, but actually accomplishes complex goals for you from start to finish.
So how do we actually make that leap? How do we get from the simple chatbots we all know to these true AI agents? Well, it all comes down to a fundamental shift in how they're built, to think, and more importantly, to act.
Now, what's so interesting about this is that jump from reactive to proactive. You see, even the smartest chatbots today are still basically reactive. You ask about company benefits, it goes, looks up a document, and gives you an answer. An AI agent, on the other hand, is proactive. You can say, onboard our new engineer, Sarah, and it just kicks off this whole chain of events. It's scheduling meetings on the calendar, creating accounts in the HR system, ordering a new laptop from IT. It's not just an answerer, it's a planner, a reasoner, and a doer.
But, and this is a huge but, giving an AI that much autonomy and access to your company's systems, well, that introduces a massive problem. With that kind of power comes the very real risk of expensive mistakes, security holes, or just total chaos.
This quote from a developer just says it all, doesn't it? An autonomous AI with access to your tools can be an unbelievably powerful partner, but if you don't have the right guardrails in place, it can be a recipe for disaster.
In this chart right here, this shows the core dilemma we're facing. The more freedom and control you give an agent to make it truly useful, the more its reliability can just plummet. So the essential question becomes, how do you build an assistant that is both powerful and predictable? And this is exactly where LangGraph comes into the picture. It's a framework that's designed specifically to solve this problem, not by limiting the AI's power, but by giving it a structured, predictable way to think.
So what's the big idea here? Well, older frameworks often worked in these simple, linear chains. Do step 1, then step 2, then step 3. LangGraph builds a graph, which is so much more like a grain. It's not a straight line at all. It's this flexible network of interconnected points that allows for really complex decision-making, loops, and branching paths.
Okay, let's break down how this brain actually works. The first piece is a node. A node is basically a single instruction in a recipe. Calculate the subtotal, look up the tax rate, add them together. Each one of those is a specific self-contained action. It's one task.
Then you've got edges. So if nodes are the instructions, edges are the pathways that connect them. They create the roadmap for the agent to follow, telling it exactly where to go after each step is done.
And this might be the most important piece of the whole puzzle. It's called state. Think of the state as a shared notepad that the agent carries with it as it moves along that roadmap. Every single node can read what's on the notepad and add its own notes, making sure every part of the process has the absolute latest information to work with.
So, why are we fussing over all this stuff about nodes and graphs? Because this structure unlocks a whole new set of capabilities, let's just call them agent superpowers, that make these AIs smarter and way more resilient than anything we've seen before.
These superpowers are what really separate a simple script from a true agent. It can now make decisions, choosing one path over another. If a tool it's using fails, it can loop back and try again just like a person would. And it can intelligently decide which tool it needs and exactly when to pull it out of its toolkit. This is the ability to adapt, to learn from mistakes, and to make smart decisions on the fly.
And here's a super simple example of how that works in practice. So, imagine our agent is calculating an investment return. First, a node calculates the total in US dollars. Then, it hits a fork in the road, a conditional edge. It checks that shared notepad, the state, to see what the target currency is. If the note says INR, it follows the path to the rupee conversion node. If it says EUR, it zips down the other path. It's this simple decision-making that forms the bedrock of really complex reasoning.
Okay, this all sounds incredibly powerful, but it probably brings up a crucial question for you. If we're giving AI this much autonomy, how do we actually stay in control?
And that's a totally valid concern, right? If an AI can just act on its own, what's to stop it from making a decision we don't agree with? Well, this is the cool part. LangGraph has a really elegant solution built right into its DNA.
So here's the key. You can build checkpoints, basically stop signs, directly into the agent's roadmap.
Let's say an agent is set up to trade stocks. It can do all the research, calculate the right number of shares, and get the order all ready to go. But right before it actually executes that trade, bam! It hits a special node that pauses the entire process. It then has to wait for a human to give a final yes or no. Only with that approval does the agent continue. This keeps a human in the loop for every single critical decision.
And that really brings us to the core takeaway. LangGraph is about so much more than just raw power. It's about control. It provides the structured thinking, the memory, and those human checkpoints that we need to turn that chaotic AI monkey into a reliable and trusted partner. So, that leaves us with a final thought to chew on. Now that we have the tools to build reliable, controllable AI agents, what's the first impossible problem you'd want them to solve? The potential is really just starting to open up.